Hey, big day in the stock market. It went down quite a bit. A lot to talk about today. We're going to also talk about all the things you need to know between now and April 2nd that are going to be affecting the market and that are going to help you make decisions for better purchases so you can be well informed. But first, for you guys that don't know, this is a 0 to a million. We started this account with $0, and we're going to show every single stock trade up to $1 million. Every Friday, I put in $850. I invest 90% of that, so $765 gets invested. 10% of it, $85, I save here in the cash and cash investments fund. This is the 1 month here. If we click it out to the maximum, started, put 7,000 in January the 8th, 2025, and the max, do this the month, make it easier to see. And there we are, March 18th, $17,792. Okay, a couple things that's going on. The tariffs are going to go into effect April the 2nd. So between now and then, the tariffs that we have with Canada and Mexico on all the imported goods, they're going to be going into effect as of now, April 2nd. Of course, that could change at any moment. But right now, that uncertainty is definitely affecting the market. Federal Reserve interest rate decision is due at 2 p.m. on Wednesday, tomorrow. The Fed is widely expected to maintain a steady hand on the interest rates. So if that's the case, it really shouldn't affect the stock that much tomorrow, but it's something we need to be mindful of, and that's 2 o'clock p.m. Eastern time. Okay, and then also the central bankers, they'll be sharing their quarterly updates on the rate expectations as well as their outlook on the GDP, inflation, and unemployment. So there's some more variables there that can affect our stock prices as well. So those are things we need to keep in mind between now and April 2nd. Tomorrow's going to be a busy day with a lot of new information out there for that. So keep those in mind between now and then. That's going to affect the prices here. So you might notice if you checked out the last video that there's a little bit less in the cash and cash investments because I did put in $850 last Friday, but instead of just spending the 90% buying stocks, I spent all of that money plus a little bit extra buying a couple other stocks, and we'll go through those one at a time. As you guys know, last week, as pretty much every week, the market's down, so I put in a little bit extra there. So Google, you'll see here Google. Last Friday, I got 1 share, cost basis $160.67. Here we got reinvest all the dividends, so we got a tiny bit there, but anytime you get something free, we'll take it. I'm not going to ever complain about that. So what else did we buy here? We got Amazon. Okay, we got 1 share of Amazon. Of course, it's down as all the stocks are down. 2.69%, about $5.33 for that one. So let's see here. We didn't get any Chipotle Mexican Grill. Dutch Brothers, we didn't purchase anything there. That's the same, still 11. MasterCard, we've got 1 share. McDonald's, we didn't purchase any McDonald's, but on the 17th, we do reinvest all the dividends. So McDonald's pays a quarterly dividend, so that was reinvested as well. And then Meta, you can see here on the 14th, we did get 1 share. Today it's down quite a bit, $22.98, 3.8% down from when we purchased it there. We got Microsoft. We did purchase 1 share on the 14th as well. On the 13th, paid a dividend, a small dividend, but that was reinvested as well. So that got reinvested. And we do that with all the dividends as well. Palo Alto Networks, we didn't purchase any, still 3 shares. Pulte Homes, we still have 11 shares per Pulte Homes. We didn't buy any on that. That pays a dividend as well, but we haven't received one as of yet. Walmart, another dividend stock. We didn't purchase any Walmart. We still have the 6 shares. It's down 8.19%. As you can see, the total here, the day change, we're down $314. Total, we're down $1,717.25. 9.6% loss, but it's not really a loss. It's only a loss if I would have sold it today. It would have been a 9.6% loss. So we didn't sell any stock because this is a channel where it's all about long-term investing over time, and we're going to continue to dollar cost average down through this. So I did put a little bit extra in. Meta, as you can see, we got 2 shares on the 14th of February, $936. But as you see, we bought on the 14th at 605. So we did bring that dollar cost averaging down. And as we know today, it really went down quite a bit. I buy every Friday, so I'm hoping that this Friday, fingers crossed, it's down still so I can get it at a really good price and try to bring that down a little bit more. Nobody knows where the bottom is. If we knew where the bottom was, of course, we would all just wait and hold our money, and when it hit the bottom, we'd throw it all in and ride it up. But if that were the case, we'd all be multi-billionaires, and the system and the market wouldn't work, would it? So we just want to buy on that curve as it's going down and up. Then we want to buy it. If you buy at regular intervals like I do, I'm buying every Friday. That's going to help me get the dollar cost averaging down. Like last Friday, I did put a little bit. I put the same amount in the $850, but I did buy a little bit more than that in the stock. I still have a little reserve of $1,619.95. I'm thinking this Friday that I'll still put in the 850. I'll probably buy a little bit more than the 90% of that, more than the $765. But we'll have to wait and see. There's going to be a lot of information out tomorrow from the Federal Reserve, so that'll be interesting to see how that plays out. It's probably not going to be exciting news. It's probably not going to shake the market up too much, but it's something we need to be mindful of. Central banks and the central bankers will be getting their information out as well. I don't think that's going to really rock the boat too much. Of course, today Trump had the talk with Putin, so that plays a role too. We have to see how everything shakes out with everything that's going on over there as well, and everything that's going on in Gaza and Israel. Probably more so with Russia, Ukraine would play more of a role in affecting our market. But these are all things that we need to be mindful of because they can definitely affect the market. But if you're a long-term investor like we are, then you'll just keep investing at regular intervals. When the market goes down more, you'll continue to buy. And as you can see, we're down $1,717.25, which is okay because I'm not selling the stock tomorrow. I'm looking for my long-term gains. I'm going to be honest with you. There's one particular stock, Meta, $582.36. I am hoping that is still down on Friday when I purchase more shares of stocks because that's one that I'm going to want to buy for sure. I think that that's just a fabulous opportunity. I also really like Google. It's down tremendous. Gosh, if it could go down a little bit lower, that would be even better. If I could get around 150, 155, that would be amazing. And maybe if Amazon went down to the 180s, 175, that would be a great deal as well. But we'll have to wait and see. I have more income than I do expenses, so I'm able to purchase stocks at regular intervals every single Friday. If you guys have your funds in order where you're able to do that, fabulous, great. Don't change a thing. If you find that maybe you can only buy stocks once a month or once every 2 months, then you really need to look at your finances and really dig in deep and see where you can get rid of some of your expenses. Because I'm telling you, if you can get the expenses down a little bit, maybe you don't go out to dinner one night a month or one night every 2 weeks or whatever it is, or skip Starbucks a couple times a month. that extra money that you save today and invest today, 5, 10, 20 years from now, it's going to be worth multiples of what it is now, and you're going to be so happy and thankful that you did, and your portfolio is going to be reflective of that savings today. The gains will show in the portfolio down the road. If you guys like this video, I would really appreciate it if you would hit the like button. For those of you that subscribe, I tremendously appreciate it. It means a lot to me. I'm going to try to get more videos in every weekend and some shorts once in a while if I can as well. Pretty busy with work lately, so finding the time sometimes can be a challenge, but I'm going to make an effort to get out there and get the videos on a more regular and consistent basis.